I could have chosen the duckbill kit, the duck.
Start from the top real quick. Hey man, it's good.
All right.
Nobody does this in one take.
Yeah, well.
Nobody does this. This I know.
That's why we do it in one take. What's up, guys? Chris from Bespoke Motors here in St. Louis, Missouri. We're starting a new YouTube series on our channel about reviewing cars that come in and out of the shop. What other car should we start with besides mine, the 2016 AMG GTS? Before we get into my car in particular, I want to address what AMG is. AMG is a separate company from Mercedes that was founded in 1967 as a racing forged engine company that happened to partner and work with Mercedes. Now, along with Mercedes, they also teamed up with Lotus, and they also have teamed up with Aston Martin. So AMG is a widely known brand in racing and in the road car market. I've only scratched the surface regarding AMG. I'll tell you this, if you want one of the most desirable AMG vehicles out, it's a Black Series Mercedes model. They're specially designed in the design studio in Germany for better performance, better handling, more aggressive aero. They're absolutely the holy grail of any AMG car. I just spoke about the AMG Black Series and how it's probably the holy grail of the AMG cars, and that's true, but Mercedes has another car, a car that is absolutely hands down almost unattainable for 99.9% of us, and that's the CLK GTR. I've had one experience with one of these cars, and it was amazing. It was on Gold Rush Rally. This guy was a maniac. This thing's estimated value is $10 million, and we're doing 100 plus miles an hour, weaving in and out of traffic, bleep that out, and the guy was crazy. So only 25 made in the world. That truly is the holy grail of all Mercedes road cars. All right, so now we're gonna go over this car, the 2016 AMG GTS Edition 1. From the factory, it comes with the M178 engine. It's a 4-liter bi-turbo setup, 515 horsepower and 495 foot-pound of torque from the factory. As you can see, the outside's highly modified. If you think what's under the hood is still stock, you'd be crazy. We just need to figure out if I went too far or not far enough. So let's check this thing out. All right, guys, I mentioned this car comes from the factory with 515 horsepower. That's a lot of horsepower. When I was 16 years old, if you had 300, that was a lot, right? So 515 horsepower in a rear wheel car, it's a good deal. Neat thing about this car, this is what we call a front mid engine car. That means the engine's set behind the front axle. It gives the vehicle better stability, lower center of gravity. It's better on the track. So 515 horsepower, a lot, felt good. Initially got it, drove it, but what did I do next? I put a tune on it and I put catless downpipes. Don't tell anyone. The tune, with this car being a turbo car, just by adding the tune and the downpipes, you're gonna gain nearly 100 horsepower. You feel it, it's crazy, it sounds awesome. And I also had the ability to run up to 100 octane fuel. I haven't done that yet, but I did drive it for a year, right? So then it felt slow. What did we do? We went to pure turbos. We got the 900 series, upgraded into that. And then we also added methanol injection, okay? To really get the numbers up. Hopefully, we haven't gotten it on the dyno yet, but we think we're probably around 700 to the wheel. The really cool thing about this methanol injection is Matt over on the other side built this system with an alky control, but he integrated the tank into our windshield washer fluid tank. The benefit of that is you're driving down the road, you're driving hard, you see your light come on for windshield washer fluid, you know it's time to add meth. Don't cause any harm or damage to the engine. Like I said, 700 horsepower, it's a completely different animal now. I love it. It's everything you need. You probably don't need it anymore, but I probably will push it further. As you can see, this thing is highly modified from the way it came from the factory. I'm gonna give you a brief overview. We'll go into a few more details. But what this is a prior design 700 GTR kit. There's only a handful of these out there in the world. When we built this car, I think this was the third one in North America. I'm not real sure of the number now. So I'll kind of go over the aesthetics of it, kind of starting at the front, right? We had our own logo from the shop, Bespoke Motors, milled out and put into the front, replaced the Mercedes, the logo. We're very proud of this car. We spent a lot of time, money, and effort on it. So we want everyone to know who made it. Now the flip side of that is people always ask me, what the hell kind of car is this? So it's kind of good. It starts a conversation. What you get with the prior design kit, it's a 700 GTR, as I mentioned, is you actually get a whole entire new front bumper. You get a front lip that's not on the car right now. Actually, they're shipping me a new one from Germany. And you get front canards, which are also coming in from Germany. In addition, you get a new, different style hood with these vents. They're kind of faux vents, which I'm not a huge fan of, but they look cool. Obviously, you're going to get the wide body, the over fenders. That's happening here. You can see they're on the front and the back. Widens the car, gives it a much more aggressive stance. And you can see here, we went ahead and went from a 19-inch wheel that comes stock up to a 20-inch wheel, and it's much wider as well. I can't remember the exact specs, I'm sorry. It's been a while. Along with the bumper, the over fender, you're also going to get side skirts and a lower side skirt there. We went ahead and wrapped all the accent pieces in 3M Shadow Black. That's probably, this car had that 3M Shadow Black as long as we've had it built. And most people, I get a lot of questions. Is that a wrap? What is that? People love it. It's different. It's a unique color. It's a unique pattern. I hope it's not confused for me trying to make people think it's carbon fiber, because that's not the goal. It's just a cool color and a cool accent color. The rest of the car is wrapped in satin khaki green. That's kind of a newer style, newer color for it. We just did that this year. On the back, running a 21-inch wheel. I believe it's a 21-inch by 12.5, so you get a ton of tread. Much wider, rear over fenders again. Prior design also offers a duckbill wing. I actually do have that. It's en route from Germany, but we chose, when we built this car, to prototype our own setup. Nobody really made a wing setup this aggressive for the AMG GTS. So we prototyped the uprights and internal structure to keep this thing stable, not flying off and hitting anybody or causing major damage. And on top of the uprights, we added this APR 71-inch carbon fiber foil. It's really nice, looks great. It's very aggressive, fighter jet-ish looking. We love it, may not keep it forever, we don't know. If you walk around, the only other real thing I can remember doing, because it's been so much and so long, is we also added Weistec coilover conversion. It gives us some adjustability, it lowers the car down to the perfect stance, and to me, stance is pretty well everything, along with nice flush fitment of the wheels and tires. So this is pretty much everything I can at least remember on this car right now. We've been through a lot together. It's been a lot of time. Grateful for it. So this is my review of this AMG GTS. If you have any questions, drop them below. Follow us, subscribe. We'll see you soon.